How y'all doing today? I just thought I'd drop some more pearls of wisdom on you. Been spending some time deep in thought. And one of the things that my daddy has said for many years, there's a great deal of wisdom in it, is a man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. One of the things that I see out there, there's an awful lot of division right now. It's like one side trying to convince the other side that you need to think this, you need to do that. Well, it can get a little bit scary out there. Because, well, let's face it, people wanting to force people into doing other things they don't want to do. I'm not convinced that trying to force somebody to do anything is the right way. All it's going to lead to is a little bit of resentment. You know, there's another saying that's just as well known, well, better known, is you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Yeah, I know I'm full of cliches. Cliches are that way for a reason. A cliche is known because of the fact that it's well accepted truism that makes sense to a lot of folks. A lot of times out there, you know, even if you are right, you can't convince somebody else of that by forcing them to believe it. Sometimes these folks, you know, got to come to their own conclusion. I don't think that I'm not a big follower of any particular political party. In fact, you know, I've always avoided politics. I've always avoided, for years. I expect 10, 15, 20 years I've avoided the news. News is always full of clickbait, and that's really become evident in the last few years. Fact is, if something's sensational, if it's bound to upset folks, if it's bound to, if people just can't put it down talking about it, something they agree with or something they strongly disagree with, people like being around folks that agree with them. Birds of a feather flock together. I know, another cliche. Anyhow, if you really want someone, well, I got another one for you. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. I expect on that one, it's pretty good one because, they ain't impressed with your knowledge. They ain't impressed with your odds, or they ain't impressed with the facts or studies or anything like that. People got to know that, somebody has their best interest, not just somebody being a little on the stuffy side, trying to tell other people what to do, what they can think. I don't know where we're heading, people. I don't know. It's a little bit of a scary thought. I used to think that people was getting along pretty good. Black, white, men and women, Asians, Hispanics. I thought everybody got along well. And if you look at the folks around me, I think I get along with pretty much everybody. But there's a lot of hard feelings, I reckon, on one side or the other. I think people ought to be moral with one another. People ought to be straight up with them. But if you want to convince somebody of your way of thinking, you ain't going to do it by making them do something. That's all I'm saying. You got to give people a little bit of freedom. Freedom to do the things they want and freedom to do what they think is right. That's my 2 cents today. I don't know if I'm going to call this 2 cents or pearls of wisdom. Personally, I think it is pearls of wisdom. But it's my 2 cents.